How's it going, everybody? Happy Sunday to you. I'm just waiting for the live stream to kick on here. I know there's a big delay, so hopefully, all right, I can see my computer starting up now, so should just be a couple more seconds, and everybody will be on. Dave, how you doing? Stanchevsky, how you doing? St. Lima Charlie, I appreciate that, buddy. Jason C. from the Army saying no one likes cats. I like cats. I have no problem with cats. Cats are just different, man. You know what I mean? Cats, they are their own animal. I mean, literally their own animal. Let me, wrong way. I adjust that a little here. That might be a little better. Hey, Pierre, how you doing, man? Okay. Let's get going here. Yeah, so there I am looking at my chat. I'm not ignoring everybody. I got my chat going here on my computer. But yeah, that was a good question there, Jason. No one likes cats. If you don't know what he's talking about up above, I got a poll going. I'm going to put a poll up, I think. I'm going to try to do a poll every live stream that I do. And they might be fishing related. They might be completely off topic. They might be completely idiotic. I don't know. But tonight's poll question is I am a, and then you got three options. I'm a dog person, I'm a cat person, or some other type of weirdo. And 5% of the people that have voted are some other type of weirdo. So here, that begs the question, what are you? I mean, are you a horse person? Are you a bird? Are you just a weirdo? I don't know. Hey, just put it in the comment, if you voted on weirdo, what exactly you are, because I'm curious to know what that means. But yeah, we got almost 60 votes on that. Dog person is way out in front with 88%. Cat person is distant second at 7%, and the weirdo option is at 5%. All right, cool. Let's see what we got going on in the chat, though. Please excuse me. I'm getting over a cold or a bug or a flu or whatever the heck it was that laid me up for the weekend. Or as soon as I say that, I got a cough. I apologize. So I'm just getting over that. My voice might be a little off. Maybe it sounds better than normal. I don't know. But let's see what we got going on here. Phil Sataris here. Nyson Meats here, another Army member. Good to see you, Nyson. Brian Waters, Ken Brescia. Mark Pearson, good to see you. A couple other Army members. Pierre-Luc Dubois. God, I hope I'm saying that right, Pierre. If I'm not, there's nothing I can do. Jim Dabrowski, another Army member, is here. Good to see you. If anybody else, Bill Gerlach, another Army member. Of course, Jason C. and Ryan Purchase, watching from Chicago, another Army member. It's Eric Nearing, another one. I am Patrick Forrester. So it's been cool to watch the Army members rank up. If you look next to their names, they all have ranks next to them, and I just went off the Army ranks. I've actually been kind of. It's been interesting to watch everybody rank up as you go longer in the Army. As you stay with it longer and longer, you rank up, and I can watch people's ranks go up. Just kind of cool. If you want to join, you're welcome to do so. You do not have to. But that link is in the description if you do want to, and it is much appreciated, of course. So yeah, I only got really two things to talk about tonight, everybody. We can talk fishing all night long if you want to. Let's just start right there. I'll give you a real brief fishing report. Let me get a drink of water if you don't mind. I'm gonna give you a real brief fishing report, and then we can move on to the only two things I got to talk about. Fishing report around here is kind of mediocre, run of the mill, 50-50. Really, the biggest thing going on right now is steelhead in the rivers. We don't have ice, and there is some pier fishing going on, and there is some shore fishing going on. Although I heard that was much better about a week ago. But the river fishing has been, average 2 to 5 fish mostly per trip, and it's been a mix of really everything. It's been a mix of double beads, single beads, bead and bag combos, and plugs. So, and it's all been float fishing. It's all been bobber fishing, in the holes. So, the weather has turned cold again. I didn't get a chance to get out and do my part 2 yet of my steelhead gear yet. I really wanted to this weekend, but the cold laid me up a little, and then it turned brittle cold with some serious wind for the last couple of days. So I passed on that, but I'll get to it. I'll get to it maybe this coming week or next weekend. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. But really, I mean, that is the fishing report for around here right now. Not much going on until, you know, we get some ice for sure. I know everybody, including myself, is looking forward to getting some ice going, which the water's cold enough. Once we get into a cold snap, it's probably not going to take long for that the local lakes around here to start putting some serious ice on. So looking forward to it. All right, catching up on the chat. Guys, gals, honestly, that is it for the fishing report. If you guys have something more, you know, if you got something going on down on Lake Erie or on the bay or someplace where you're at, that's what this is all about. This is your outlet. Throw something on here for your area. People would love to hear that kind of thing. This channel is all about sharing information and giving information out to those that need it. So I can't be everywhere all at once. That's impossible. So if you have information in your area, please share it on here. That's what we're here for. But let me grab some comments here. Ken Bresch is still waiting for the shop cat. I don't think you're going to get the shop cat, Ken. That cat is very happy where he is at, or she's at. I don't know if that's a boy or a girl. Steve Steele's here. Salmon Stalkers here. Teresa Flanders, always good to see. Your name is on here all the time. Chevy Guy 65. Excuse me. Good to see you. Pierre, you caught a 13-pound walleye today on Lake Ontario. That is a true trophy walleye. That's right up there with about the biggest I've ever caught. And really, that's anywhere you go, that is a really nice fish. Congratulations on that. Well done. Jason C. saying maize and blue for the win. Yeah, you can't go wrong voting for U of M this year in football. They are on it, without a doubt. Bad year to be a state fan, which I mostly am. But it's okay. I can jump on the U of M bandwagon as long as it's going that way for sure. Excuse me. What else do we got going on here? Jason C, you had to choose dog and cat. Hey, I get you, man. There's nothing wrong with that. All right, Patrick Forrester. So you're saying Lions are Super Bowl bound, man. I'm not jumping that far ahead yet, but that leads me to the first thing I was on. I just want to say this. This is it. That's all I'm going to say, but those Lions look good. They looked really good today. That's all I'm going to say. I don't want to jinx anything. I don't want to say Super Bowl bound just yet. If you think I'm wrong, if you think they stink, convince me otherwise. The chat's wide open. Tell me why they stink. Because after what I saw today, I don't think they do so much right now. But I am always open for a good, healthy debate. Always. And there are some really good debaters on here, without a doubt. It's YouTube. Everybody has an opinion on YouTube, right? That's what it's there for. Patrick Forrester, skim ice is not safe ice. No, skim ice sucks, Patrick. So don't go on skim ice. Steve Eddy saying, I thought I was taking tonight off. Steve, I decided to come on here and waste your time. So yeah, I'm here, man. Oh, BMK saying Dan Keating is coming to Rochester, New York at the end of January. He's asking if anybody's ever been to one of his advanced tactics seminars. He's just curious. I've never been to one. I know I've never met Dan Keating. I've never read his books. He's well respected. I know that. I have no doubt that he knows what he's talking about. So I would say if you got a chance to attend his seminar, I'd say go for it. I think it'd probably be well worth it. That's just my thoughts on the matter. Salmon Stalker wants to know, man, my chat just jumped. Salmon Stalker, can you use a center pin reel from shore, or do you need a boat? So center pins aren't really castable, Salmon Stalker. Center pins are pretty much just a fly rod. They have a very, very loose reel. A very, very smooth reel. I shouldn't say loose. A very smooth reel. If you have the ability and the courage to want to try to cast a center pin, it probably could be done. You'd have to do it as a fly technique. But the easiest way, if you want to fish from shore, is just get yourself a decent set of chest waders, a good spinning rod setup or a couple of them, wade out as far as you can, get your baits out, chuck them out there onto the sandbars, and come back to shore. Get a couple of shore anchors. You're good to go. I would not use a center pin for that. Spinning rods are much better suited for that kind of thing. Excuse me. Yeah. Colds suck. You know what I mean? Man, they just lay you up. Like, you can't sleep good. You can't breathe good. I turn into a 2-year-old because I whine. I don't really whine, but, I'm definitely probably not the most, not the most happy person in the world. Anybody else that way? Yeah, I know. My wife, she's a bad you-know-what when it comes to a cold. She just doesn't care. It doesn't slow her down an inch. She could have walking pneumonia, and she'd probably be getting the groceries. She's just tough. But I'm not built that way, I guess. Some days I am, but I think all guys are kind of that way. I think we all kind of turn into babies especially if we have very good wives. We all tend to turn into a baby a little bit when we get sick. Prove it again. Yeah, say it in the comments if I'm wrong. Say I'm wrong, but I think I'm pretty right on that. All right. Huey Merrill. Yeah, I hear you, bud. Hey, Huey's saying something about catching walleyes off the point. Yeah, Hugh. People don't know what you're talking about, but I do. I know where you're talking about. Yes. Matt President, it's good to see you on here, my man. Another Army member. He's saying that Dan Keating's classes are very good. Good. Glad to hear it. Bob Hunter's saying fish are dark and deeper in the slower water. Yeah, that's where I'd be thinking also, Bob. You're talking about the river, I'm sure. Yeah, find the slower water and the deeper holes right now. Get your bead rigs right down there on bottom, or even almost dragging bottom. That's a pretty good technique, I would guess, right now, Bob. Good call. All right. Chad Goodness saying Buffalo Bills are going to the Super Bowl. They might be. They're a darn good team, too. Bill Gerlach saying you're guilty as charged. Are you talking about turning into a baby when you get sick, Bill? Yeah, buddy. You got the stones to admit it, at least. I know a lot of people on there won't admit it. But yeah, I'll admit it. Hey, I'll fess up to it. Luke Gehring wants to know where I got my captain's license. Do I have any suggestions where to go? Luke, I went through Mariner's learning system, and they were great. It was all online. It was, I won't say easy to do, but as long as you put your time in, no problem. I had all my material done, all my study material, all my practice tests, all my online tests, everything done within 5 weeks, 6 weeks, and I took the final test, had to be proctored. Now I think you can even do that online. And then I just, once I passed that, went to and finished up all the other criteria, first aid, drug screening, physical, things like that. Once you got all that, your sea time as well. You got to make sure you have ample sea time on other comparable boats. Once you have all that, you submit it to the Coast Guard. You're good to go, man. You're good to go. Teresa Flanders is saying I'm right. You're talking about the guys being babies when they're sick, right? Yeah, I know. Aimlessly Drifting, enjoyed my seminar in Madison last year. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. No, we're not going back this year. We're tossing around the idea right now of, I brought it up a few times to the guys about going to Grand Rapids for the Ultimate Sports Show this coming year, having a Tangled tackle booth down there. The last I knew, we were all on board to do it. I don't know if it's moved forward since then. That's above my pay grade, but I'm going to bring it up again soon. I would love to have a booth down there and just sit in there and meet people as they come in. Put some names or put some faces to the names rather that I see on here all the time. I strongly doubt that they would have me do a seminar. I think they would have much better qualified people there than me to do things like that. But if they asked, I'd be happy to. But yeah, we'll see it. We'll see what happens. Hoping to be there though next March in Grand Rapids. Bill Gerlach saying your wife is very nice to you when you're feeling down. Yeah, I hear you. Teresa Flanders, you said your husband is a train wreck when he gets a cold. Yeah. Bob Hunter, you're saying jigs and waxworms. I forgot all about that, Bob. I should have mentioned that. Yeah, jigs and waxworms. When the cold weather really gets here, that's a great river steelhead tactic. Really, really good. Yeah, good. Thanks for throwing that out there, Bob. Appreciate it. All right. Okay, so I don't have much more to talk about other than this. And I talked about this. Oh, one other thing. I got a Facebook message from GRC Trolling Flies. They are having a holiday sale on their products. If you guys and gals don't remember who GRC Trolling Flies are, they are they were the majority of the meat rigs I ran last year, and I really found their products to be well made and productive. So they're having a holiday sale right now. Holiday sale is on their website, grctrollingflies.com, and the promo code is holiday. Pretty easy to remember, and go on there. And I'm sorry I just got distracted because Ryan Purchase just made a nice donation excuse me, to the channel. He says, in loving memory of my fishing partner who passed away unexpectedly yesterday. Ryan, I'm really sorry to hear that, man. Very sorry to hear that. He says, my fishing memories will forever be remembered and never, or your fishing memories with him will be forever remembered and not forgotten. Thoughts and prayers to his entire family. He really enjoyed the channel. Ryan, I'm truly sorry to hear that your friend passed away. And of course, my condolences goes out to his family and friends as well. And you're one of them, so my condolences to you, my friend. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm going to take that donation, Ryan, and I'm going to put it towards this year's charity. So I'm not going to take that for the channel. I'm going to put it towards charity. Let's talk about that right now. Yeah, a lot of people on board for you there, Ryan. Good people on here. So we'll let the comments roll in on that, and then we'll talk about what I got going on. Dave Robbins is on here. I haven't seen that name in a while. Good to see you, man. Russ Gillen wants to know if I'm going to be at any of the shows on the other side of the pond, Chicago or Milwaukee or anything like that. Russ, I haven't gotten any invites or anything like that, so as far as I know, no, not right now. Okay, so that's an awkward segue into what I wanted to talk about, but let's do that anyway. So this year, if you missed last Thursday's show, what I've decided to do this year, and I'm going to do this every year going forward for the month of December, I'm going to take all proceeds from either they are super chats, and I don't like doing super chats because YouTube takes they take like 35% of the super chat money. But I'll do super chats, I'll do donations to my PayPal, and all proceeds from the merchandise shop online are all going to go to a charity this year, starting on December 1st until December 31st. The charity that I'm going with is Repo's Rescues here in Manistee. They are a nonprofit animal shelter, animal organization. They do great work. They everything that they do for the animals comes out of their own pocket, and they do a ton of work around here for the animals, not just Manistee County, but the surrounding counties as well. They're a non-kill shelter. They'll take in hurt animals, sick animals, homeless animals, strays, you name it, and they will try to find homes for them. If they're injured or if they're sick in some way, they will do everything they can to get the treatments that they need, the medicines. And of course, they have to feed these animals. And again, all that comes out of their pocket. And they have several animals on site all the time. So that's a big, big expense. So I'm going to try to lessen their burden a little. This month's charity, like I said, is going to go completely 100% to them. In the excuse me, in the description down below is the online shop for clothing. There's some really good stuff in there. It's not all just fishing stuff. The majority is, but there's also some off-topic, funnier things in there. Hats, shirts, sweatshirts, coffee cups, stickers, you name it, long sleeve shirts. You name it, it's there. Take time, take a look around. Like I said, all the profits from that for this month are going to go to that charity. The other thing about that shop is, and I did a video on this just a couple days ago, everything in that shop is customizable, which means if, say, the shirt that you want, say you don't like the position where I have a certain whatever on, a certain picture or style or whatever, you can move that around anywhere you want. You can even put it on the back of the shirt. You can add text to it. You can add your own logos to it. If there's, say you want to make kids' pajamas and that's not available, you can actually go into the products that they offer. You can find kids' pajamas. You can make up your own custom kids' pajamas if that's what you're into. But yeah, anything you want to do in that shop is completely customizable. Sizes, colors, logos, text, you name it, you can do it. If you're happy with just what I have out there, and there's some really good ones that I have on there. I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I do take some time, try to think up some good logos and some good funny things to put on some shirts and whatnot. So if you want to just get that, that's fine. If you want to go on there and make up your own stuff, that's also fine. All of the logos that I have on there are completely free to use, which means if you get a blank shirt and you want to use one of my logos, grab it from the section where you can do that, throw it on there, put your name on there, put your wife, your husband's name on there, whatever you want to do, you can do it. And 100% of the profits, 100%, are going to the charity that I talk about. Now I am also donating $250 from my own pocket to that charity. I also have, excuse me, Purple Taco Fly Supply is going to make a donation, and Custom Marine Flooring out of Ludington, who were on the channel last Thursday, they're also going to make a donation. I'm going to reach out to Dreamweaver. Give me your opinion on this, please. I'm looking for some feedback on this. I'm going to reach out to Dreamweaver and see if they're willing to donate a nice salmon kit. They're always great about that kind of thing, but I'll have to figure out a way to do a silent auction on that thing. So what I'm thinking is next Sunday, or next Thursday rather, I'll show the kit. If you want to make a blind bid on that, and I don't want to violate YouTube's rules here in any way. I don't think I am. But if you want to make a blind bid on that, you would just make a blind bid into my email, and then the highest bidder would win. And all of that would go to charity also. Give me your thoughts. Give me your feedback on that. Give me a hint on the comments here what you think. Good idea, bad idea, something you'd be interested in. You let me know. Nice and Meat wants to know if I want to auction off the old Tangled Tackle decorated fridge door. It's kind of cool. Proceeds going to the charity. Nice, and I'll take a look at it. Hey, yeah, why not? If it's doable, I'll do anything I can to help out this charity. Yeah. Jason C, I'll post some information on my Facebook page. Here's the thing about that, and I know it's not going to help, but I'm trying to keep this quiet if I can from Repo's Rescues. They have no idea that I'm doing this, that we're all doing this. And I think they follow my Facebook page. I'm not sure. But I'm trying to be somewhat, I don't know. I'm trying to be in the Christmas spirit here, where it's way better to give than to receive, and try and do it as a gift type thing. If you get what I mean. If that makes sense to you. Yeah. Anyway, give me some ideas also, what you guys and gals think. I'm always open to comments. There's people on this channel who are a lot brighter than I am, so always looking for good feedback. Pardon me. Nick Padula is saying yourself and your wife love the idea about shelters. Thanks, Nick. Yeah, they're good people. So let me give a couple shout outs here, actually. If you want to donate directly to my PayPal for the cause, you can do that also. That link is in the description. I've had 2 people do that so far. If you don't want me to read your names out as donators, please put that somewhere in that PayPal message board so I don't do this. But I'd love to give people credit where credit is due. Jeff O'Grady and Jamie Lake are both donators through PayPal. We've also, since December 1st, we've only had 3 orders come in for merchandise. Just 3 people. The thing is, the merchandise shop does not give me the names of people, so I can't read those off. I would love to if I could. but I cannot do that. But for the 3 people that did put in orders at the merchandise shop, thank you. You know who you are. I really do appreciate your giving to that charity. Ryan's not a bad idea. Pet food. Pood. What an idiot. A pet food and supply drive at Tangled Tackle. Hey, that's not a bad idea at all, man. That's not a bad idea. Let me toss that around up here in the old computer and see what we can do about that. That's a really good idea. Thanks, man. All right. So anyway, that's all I got tonight, everybody. And it took me 25 minutes to go over 2 topics. Yeah, blab on and on and on. Anyway, let's give the poll another minute here. It's not going to matter. We'll give it another minute here. Actually, I'm just going to end the poll right now. No, screw that. Pardon my language. You got another minute to vote on the poll if you want to. If you missed it, it's up above. The poll question this time is, I am a dog person, cat person, or some other type of weirdo. Dog person, way out in the lead at 86%. Cat person and other type of weirdo, love that, both tied at 7%. So I'll give that another minute to go. And then I'll end that. Let's see what I'm missing here. Missing here in the comments. Mark Stahl saying, respect, Chris. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. A few years ago, my oldest son decided for his 10th birthday he didn't want any gifts, and he donated to your local shelter for food and toys for the animals. Man, kudos to your boy. Well, that falls back on you too also, though, Mark. That comes from a lot of good upbringing, so good job to you. All right, we're going to end the poll. It should pop up down in the feed right now. The results, not a shocker in any way. Not a shocker in any way at all. 99 votes, so it's not bad. Dog person, way out in lead. I love dogs. Love them. I'm a cat tolerator. Put it that way. I like cats, but they're not my number one choice. They are the most obstinate, stubborn sons of guns that my God. I do have one cat, though. I will say this, that he thinks he's a dog. He's yellow. Yellow cats seem to have this missing gene or missing brain cell or something. He thinks he's a dog. When I call him like a dog, he comes to me. When people come to the door, he gets up on the windowsill and meows while the other dogs are barking. So he's just really confused. But he's a good cat. He's probably one of my favorite cats I've ever had. There was one other one way back, though. He was definitely my favorite. That was my cat, Shadow. He was a great cat. Anyway. All right, let's wrap it up, everybody. Again, take time, take a look through the merchandise shop if you don't mind. Make a purchase. It's all going to the charity. Go Lions. They look great today. We'll see how they end up at the end of the year. But, hey, they really, really impressed me today. And, one thing I will say on the merchandise shop is sizing seems to be true. I did order some things. I'm an XL guy, right in between large XL. I ordered the XL, and they seem to fit just fine. So that should give you an idea on sizing as well. Anyway, let's get out of here. I will be back next Thursday, and we'll wrap it all up. All right, take care, everybody. Be safe.